Hello, I'm Remington. Welcome. So I'm going to be going on vacation for about 2.5 weeks starting next week. And I've assembled a list of 8 books that I'm thinking about bringing to read. I'm probably only going to actually bring 2 or 3 of them, depending on which ones I pick, because some of them are pretty freaking long. But anyway, the first book that I'm thinking about bringing is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I was reading Unfollow, Megan Phelps Roper's memoir recently, and she mentioned this one quite a bit. Like, her and her sisters read it a lot when they were younger, and I was thinking about reading it anyway, so it seems like a good time. The only reason I'm hesitant on this one is because, well, first of all, it's like 950 pages long. Secondly, I don't know if this is a good introduction to Russian literature. I haven't read anything before by the Russians, so I'm a little hesitant to just jump right into a 950-page epic. I mean, I don't know if this is classified as an epic. The only thing I know about it is that it's about a marital affair. But that's about it. Anyway, moving on to the next one I'm thinking about. Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. I hate to say it, but I do know pretty much nothing about this aside from it's set in the same kind of time period as Little Women and Pride and Prejudice, that kind of thing, which are both movies that I really enjoy. So that's why I'm thinking about reading this one, because I don't like to look up what books or movies are about before I read or watch them. I prefer to just experience the story for myself and decide for myself whether I like it or not. Which makes talking about books that I haven't read kind of hard, which, like I said in my last video, is why I don't really do that often. The next one is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Again, I've kept that story from myself because I don't want to know what I'm getting into, but I've heard that it's good. I hate that I'm saying that when I just said in my last video that I shouldn't be doing that. But this is kind of different because these are the books that I'm planning on reading while I'm on vacation. So it's not like I'm going to be putting these off for a year and a half or something. And then we have Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have seen the movie, and I loved the movie with Keira Knightley. I haven't seen the other one. But I want to read the book, too. I want to see how it differs, how the characters are actually portrayed originally, if the movie was a super faithful adaptation or not, because I have no idea. And then also Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I loved the recent 2019 movie of Little Women. It was amazing. One of my favorites, actually. I don't know what that says about me as a guy, but whatever, that's not important. I'm very comfortable with my sexuality, thank you. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one as well. Just even if it's exactly the same as the movie was great. So I don't expect it all to be disappointed by this. And so those are the 5 classics that I want to read. Classics of the same kind of I don't know how to call that time period. What would it be? I'm drawing a blank at the minute. But yeah, all of those are kind of the same. They take up the same space in my head. They're the same vibe, I would assume. I obviously, having not read them, I can't say for sure. But those are all substantial classics that I would like to experience, because as I look at my classic shelf right there, it's a pretty small section of my shelf, and there aren't that many. So I'd like to bolster that up a little bit. I did recently read what is it called? What is it called? I'm drawing a complete blank. Wow. It's been a rough week. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. And that book was amazing. I'll be talking about it more next week right before I leave for vacation in my wrap-up. But it was so good. I can't believe that I put that off for so long. But I'm so glad I finally got around to it. It was amazing. And then a couple books that are not classics, but I still would like to read just to kind of chill out, because not everything that I have to do on vacation needs to be like to accomplish something. These are just books that I think I'll enjoy. A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I've heard that this one's really just like a cozy sci-fi, and that's exactly what I'm looking for right now, because I'm currently in the middle of Legends and Lattes, and I love it. It's amazing. It's definitely worth the hype that it's gotten. And then also we have Babel by R.F. Kuang. I've been hearing so many fantastic things about her writing recently. So it's time to like dive in and see how I feel about it. Then we've also got Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I loved the Martian movie. I haven't read the Martian book yet, just because from what I've heard, they're pretty freaking similar, and so it's kind of lower on my list because of that. But anyway, I've heard so many amazing things about Hail Mary. Like, I've heard that it's one of the best sci-fi books ever written, and one of the most thrilling as well. So that's why it's on my list. But anyway, those are the books that I'm thinking about. So if you have any thoughts on these 8, please let me know, because I want to narrow it down to two or three, probably 3, unless Anna Karenina ends up being one of them, because that might take me the entire 2.5 weeks to read. There's also a couple other books that I'm thinking about bringing, which are The Death of Ivan Lynch. I hope I'm saying that right, by Leo Tolstoy. This one I'm bringing because I kind of want more of a lighter introduction to Russian literature, and this one is pretty short, so that's why I'm thinking about bringing that one. Then also Sally Rooney. I'm not a huge romance guy, but I've heard really good things about Normal People. Then I also plan on rereading Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea, because I'm trying to pin down exactly what I think about it, because it's been mulling around in my mind for the last month at this point. So anyway, those are the books that I'm considering bringing. If you have any others in the vein of like cozy, just chill books to read, or like classics that are similar to what I've mentioned, let me know, because I'm open to enjoying my reading during my vacation. That's the main goal here. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my ramble, and can give me some feedback on what I should be reading for vacation, not just in general, because, well, yeah, in general too, but like, okay, I'm definitely rambling at this point. Anyway, if you made it to this point, I'm sorry, but thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.